What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It was a nice fall evening. It's getting a little bit chilly here in Findlay, Ohio, but the Yeti and I are still holding it down, drinking beers in the beer shed. What's going on, dude?
The air is getting a little crisp.
It is a bit crisp. Thank God I have the hoodie on.
It
I
is
was going to
nice.
come out in just a t-shirt, but
This is my kind of weather.
I like it as well, man. The summer can...
I'm not sweating. There's no bugs.
Yeah, brother.
There's no sun.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
This is perfect.
So, the beer we're going to do today is a new one, and this is called Zennegash. I said that like Borat for some reason.
You definitely did say that like Borat.
Zennegash, right? So this is from Brasserie de la Senne, and we actually did one of their beers before. This is a Belgian brewery, and we did one called American Piss.
Yes.
Which was a play on, if you're familiar with the mannequin piss statue, called American Piss. So this will be the second beer we've done from them. A bit odd. Now this one is a collaboration with Allagash Brewing out of Portland, Maine. Not Portland, Oregon. Not the place where they burn everything to the ground and hate the government. This is Portland, Maine. It's a different place. I don't know what's really going on there. I'd love to go up to Maine and visit it. You know,
Portland, Maine seems to put out a lot of good beers.
You been up there?
I've been to Maine. I can't say for sure if I've been to Portland, Maine or not, but I've been to Maine a few times.
It's in Portland, like the biggest city, right?
So I
It's
probably
like a
have
main
been.
spot. I was wondering when you're on tour if you've been. I'd love to go up to Maine. It looks like a beautiful place, but I want to live in the parts where nobody goes and they'll never see me again. I'm just going to hide. So this is a collab between Brasserie de la Senne from Brussels, Belgium, and Allagash, again, out of Portland, Maine. And this is a wheat beer. And there's a little bit of a blurb here that we found on Untappd, and Anderson will read it here.
Zennegash is a collab with our friends and excellent brewers of Allagash Brewing Company from Portland, Maine in the USA. Little side note, the first ever collab we did was with them in 2011. The very special Belgium, or Belgique. We didn't have to look far to find the name for the beer. We simply combined the two rivers we both owe our names to, the Allagash River and our good old Zen. This time we brewed a wheat beer, the specialty of Allagash, dry hop with both American and European hops. We made two versions, one bottled version, re-fermented with Brett yeast, and one clean version in kegs.
So the kegs is not a funky one, and this should be. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen that concept before, where like two different versions if it's kegged or bottled.
That is pretty neat.
That's pretty neat. I was looking up briefly to see. I know the last one we did, the American Piss one, was a collab too. And I was trying to see if it was with Allagash.
But it was like 6 different breweries.
Yeah, it is. It was Somewhere Else Beer Project, Perennial Artisan Ales out of St. Louis, Keeping Together, Chicago, Yazoo Brewing, Nashville, Off Color Brewing, Chicago, and Little Animals out of Johnson City, Tennessee.
I think we did a video on Yazoo beer as well.
We did have a Yazoo beer once. We did one Yazoo one. I don't remember what it was, but we did one from them before. So this, instead of being like 30 different breweries, is just the two. I think Allagash, didn't they have Allagash White, I think is their
yes.
big beer that they're famous for. I don't know if I've ever done a video on them. I know they do good stuff. I really don't see them much.
No, I don't see them out here at all.
So kind of cool to see this collabo. See if the bottle has anything interesting.
Does it?
No, it just says collab beer.
I mean, I think we read the description already.
Yeah.
There's probably not much else on there.
Unfiltered blonde craft beer, re-fermented in the bottle. Pour without the sediment. It can be drunk separately.
I'll let you drink the sediment.
If you want to shit yourself. Store in a cold and dark place. So let's check it out.
So do you have a third glass for your sediment?
We do. The cap is quite nice. I like the crown. It's neat little.
It is. It's cool.
It's a skyline of somewhere. I mean,
Brussels, I would imagine.
I assume.
I'd imagine that's the skyline of Brussels.
Yeah. But with it almost looks like the Macedonian flag or something, like with the rays of sun coming over it or something. I like it.
The sunrise over Brussels.
I'll throw it in my giant jar of beer caps. So I don't know what the heck to
Maybe
do
you
with.
should pop up a picture of that beer, of that crown.
Yeah, I will. I'll take a photo and throw it up there.
Now remember, this is like 11.2 ounce beer, so don't be pouring the whole thing in your glass.
What do you mean, bro? Come on.
I know how you like to pour everything into your glass and leave me the bottom sludge. It says don't drink the sludge, remember?
Yeah. Oh, no, all right, we won't. I got to even it out a tiny bit.
Oh, thank you for giving me the sludge.
No, it's still in there.
No, I can see it all floating down in there now. That looks like something I'm not going to say.
Let me see. Oh, shit. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to give him a little bit more beer to even it up. Is what it is. The bottle art looks like just a river and some mountains, kind of neat. Color-wise,
that looks terrible. You screwed me on that one.
Do you remember when we worked at the bar? He and I were both bartenders at a place called the Regal Beagle in Ada, Ohio. And some people would drink these shots with mayonnaise in them.
Yes.
Mayonnaise makes me sort of vomit the thought of mayonnaise, but that's kind of what it looked like. I accidentally dumped in there. I didn't mean to dump the... There's still quite a bit of yeast in this, bro. You can see it, but...
What was the one that they would float the Baileys on? Was it Mind Erasers or some nonsense? Or
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean...
There was some shot that you'd float Baileys in it, and it kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got a Ron Jeremy thing going on there. Don't look too great.
So we'll go with the color of yours.
Brew HQ.
Because yours is much more clear than mine.
No, I will say this. I mean, you can't see through it. It's not completely clear. You do see a lot of fine bubbles.
That's two different beers.
Yeah, they're completely different colors based on whatever I threw in there. That's interesting. I'd say mine is like a 1. Yours is more like a 3, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is that tiny bit of yeast that went in there drastically changed it.
It did.
I think it was like very white, dissipated kind of quickly. Give it a sniff. What is that smell? It smells like something I recognize, but I'm not 100%.
Is that horse blanket?
Dude, if you guys want to have some fun, go to Beer Advocate. There are some off-the-walls reviews of this, where some guy tastes like old library books, his mother's shoes, like all kinds of weird stuff. It's off the hook.
Horse blanket is mentioned multiple times.
It smells slightly funky. I don't think it smells
no,
big
but
time
that's
funk.
like almost a peppery,
Yeah.
but not hot pepper, not spicy pepper.
Like if you put pepper in soup or something, it just gives off that little slight hint of pepper.
Like it's some sort of
I've smelled this for longer than I wish to.
specialty pepper almost. Like, you know, when you get into those weird, the people have all the different weird.
Listen, my wife be using white pepper and everything now. I was like, how have you not used this before? I was like, I didn't know it existed. Or I didn't know it was different from regular pepper.
I had a beer the other day that had Appalachian sea salt in it.
There's no sea in Appalachia.
There was 1,000,000 years ago. And there's one company, only one
Well
company.
played, Appalachia. Well played.
And there's only one company in the world that mines, extracts, refines the salt from the salt mines in the Appalachian area.
Did you ever see that meme where somebody says like 1,000-year-old sea salt and expired last Thursday, and it says like 1,000,000 years and I've missed it by a week, right?
But so there's all those specialty salts and whatever, pink Himalayan salt, but there's also a whole wide range of specialty peppers, and this kind of smells like some more high end, kind of fancy,
slightly peppery, slightly citrusy, slightly funky. That's enough smelling, dude. We are going full Biden. I'm done with this. You ready?
I'm trying to find the horse blanket.
Listen, horse blanket, I'm cool to whoever says it smells like a horse blanket. When they say it tastes like it, who tasted a horse blanket? I was like, this is a flavor I shall remember. Let's do it. Sancha.
Yuzu, that's what it is.
Yuzu lemon?
Wasn't that yuzu beer we had like kind of a...
It was like a strange lemony. I mean, it's like some variant of a lemon, but yeah.
Isn't that kind of...
That was that the Yazoo City one or whatever it was?
It might
was
have
like
been.
a yuzu lemon. I've had a few yuzu lemon ones or whatever it is. Body, medium light.
Yeah. But that flavor.
It's definitely lemony, but it's almost like a lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Like if you have lemon pepper chicken, which I quite enjoy, it's like a lemon pepper taste, I think.
I mean, that's what the first thought that came to me was that weird yuzu lemon.
It's lemon pepper. You get a slight bit of funkiness. It's nowhere near Bismarcky level of funky.
No.
This is strange. It's almost like it gets funky, and then the pepper kind of negates the funk. You know what I mean? Like you get like that funky Brettanomyces thing, but then the peppery bit kind of like squashes it, so it doesn't finish that full funky thing. I saw people saying peachy. I don't think it's peachy even remotely. I don't. Think
No, I don't know where they got peachy from.
I get citrusy, yuzu, lemon,
Peppery,
pepper, definitely
peppery, but not hot peppery like black pepper, spiced pepper, not the hot pepper.
I'm Irish. That's the only pepper I recognize as black pepper, and that's spicy. But it's just kind of like that. Like
well, you think ketchup is spicy?
Only if black pepper is on it. I dig it. Horse blanket. I don't know about that. Again, I don't know what the hell a horse blanket tastes like. Ratings wise, again, did very well. 3.59 Untappd, 406 Beer Advocate. There's a big difference there, almost a half a point variant. And I always think that, to me, again, Beer Advocate is more refined beer drinkers that really enjoy this.
Yes.
Untappd is anyone with an app. So I kind of always discount Untappd a tiny bit, because you could have a world-class beer, and if all you drink is Coors Light, you're like, this is shit, and give it a 0, it affects your numbers. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think the 406 from Beer Advocate is probably more accurate. I think this is good. I mean, Allagash is a really good brewery. We've only had 2 from Brasserie de la Senne, but they've both been pretty damn good. And I think this hits. So for me, Zennegash, combination of the 2 rivers in these great places, big thumbs up from me.
Like, as we were drinking this, I was wishing to myself that I'd either bought a second one of these so we could have had one each a piece.
I would have liked it warmed up a tiny bit.
Or if this would have come in a big Magnum bomber bottle.
Lord, I'm bourbon.
Because this is, I mean, it's different. It's got some interesting flavors to it. But this is really good. I mean, this is an absolute big thumbs up for me. I agree with you. I think the Beer Advocate score gives it more justice than the Untappd score. But again, big thumbs up. This is delicious. Nice, interesting flavors. And you know, it's not a damn IPA.
Yes. The other thing, I'll tell you this, I wish we'd had one to let it warm up a tiny bit. I wonder if you would have tasted the flavors a bit more. You know what I mean? Because it is a bit chilly out here now. And the beer is a little chilly because we have it in the cooler. We come out and do a few videos, keep them in the cooler. And I honestly would have liked this maybe a little bit more room temperature.
Maybe you would have got that horse blanket?
No, I ain't trying to taste that. But I mean, sometimes the flavors come out a bit more.
Absolutely.
And I think this is a stunner. I think this is a really good beer. We both liked it, both gave it a thumbs up. If you like it, please hit that thumbs up button. If you actually want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Again, I don't like to beg for subs, but we've crossed the 900 threshold, which feels like finally, after 3 years, we're inching towards 1,000. I'll never get enough views that I'll make $1 off this, but who cares? 1,000 subs is like a moral victory for me. Also, the Ginger Yeti has his own channel called Ginger Yeti Road Beers. Check it out. I'll throw a link down there. It's always in my description. The Yeti is one of my best friends. He started his own channel, so he's on the road a lot with heavy metal bands. So he's traveling all over America, Canada, Europe, and when he has a chance, he checks in and does videos from the road. He also does videos of the bands he's with. So there's a lot of shorts and things showcasing the music he's with. So check out his channel and give him a sub, so he doesn't have to take 3 years to get to 900 like me, because I'm largely antisocial and don't like go out and kiss people's butts for views. But if you could hit it, I would appreciate it. And again, if you've had this beer, I mean, I guess it's around in America, obviously. I've never seen it. Where'd you get this out in Cleveland?
Rosie's, just like our glasses.
Wow, like our glasses. If you've had this, let us know what you think about it. And if you've had any other beers, I mean, I know Allagash I see here and there, but from Brasserie de la Senne, I mean, they're 2 for 2 with me. So I'd like to see what else they have. If you've had any more of their beers, let me know what you think about it. I know there's some Belgian viewers out there. Let me tell you this. I joined the Belgian Facebook group for beers. They've got some, God, amazing stuff out there.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
We need to schedule a trip to get out to Belgium and see what they have to offer, man. But hey, if you've had it, let us know what you think about it. Till next time. Cheers.
Cheers.